Yeah, about the Roman numerals on the sides there. You can have a maximum of 3 crosses on screen. You start out with just 1. Nice. But yeah, you start out with just 1, and then once you kill like 8 things at a time, you'll upgrade. And here's a nice strat here that I found out kind of a long time ago. I'm trying to explain all this stuff, like there's so much going on, I'm trying to explain everything. It's so hard to. Anyway, with that boss fight, I came up with a strat quite a long time ago. If you stand right there and do 3 jumps, start throwing your crosses and whip on your way down, you'll get rid of that first phase immediately, and then if you time the other crosses at a specific point, you'll be able to get rid of that boss really quick. The start of the stage here, there's grappling hands there, and they can really mess up your day. However, if you paid attention, you saw me throw 2 crosses at specific spots. Those will get rid of the really trolly RNGs, where if I take a damage boost off those spider heads, sometimes they can appear right where I land. And unless you do a frame perfect jump when you land, you're not going to bypass them. Nice little love tap there by the zombie. And also, I do have chat up, but it's so hard to like chat with people when I'm playing this and like trying to do semi-decent. So I'm sorry if I don't like actually interact that much, but it's really hard to multitask. So coming up, we got a fight with Medusa, and well, if you watch like mostly any other Castlevania speedrun, Medusa goes down pretty quick, isn't really much of a boss, and unfortunately that's no different in this speedrun. I'm just gonna throw this cross here, wait till it gets to a certain point for these 3, get some whips, and she's done. Now we got the nice second half of the stage, this nice ripper, going with the current. Now I'm not gonna go for this, there's if you do like a couple 1-frame jumps, you can just like jump that whole entire time and get under the spike at the end. If you didn't know this, notice there's kind of spikes all over the place. If you hit any of them, it's instant death. And stage 3. This is when difficulty just like spikes up. Casual play, speed run. Things just kind of spike up from here. Now right at the start here, you know, it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I have to be careful with my damage because the amount of damage that I take is going to affect what strategies I can do for the rest of the stage. Alright, that was good. There's 3 main spots and block 3-1 here. The best is not taking damage from any of the mudmen, but with certain RNGs you just have to. Very nice. Oh. I do that sometimes.
We have time to do a quick plug.
Go for it.
I just wanted to mention that for streamers, which is coming up 2 games from now, the incentive for Superb Joe mode is $20 for being met, and that is, it's a time attack and it's more difficult than the main game that you're going to be seeing. So make sure you get that in, because you don't want to miss it. And speaking of Superb Joe,
Hey. Alright, so since I got enough health here, luckily I can do this eyeball boost. It's a bit difficult when you're first learning it, but when you just get the feel for it and the timing, it becomes not that bad. $537, that's okay. I'm just gonna get rid of everyone here, because if you don't do that, then the game lags even more. And now we're gonna do another ring glitch sequence. This one's really hard because there's a second bone dragon that appears here. There he is, he's not supposed to be there, because I messed up. But uh-oh. I'm just gonna be careful. Get rid of him. You go away. I'll see you later as well. I'm gonna take the safe way up because I've legit died jumping up here a few times. Audio cue. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's not good. That's a nice recovery though. A bit of a Triforce. Anyway, for that boss fight, if you don't have a fast strategy, you're going to experience some of the most laggiest shit in the world. And you're not going to have a good time, because, I mean, it's hard for a casual person to notice, but the hitboxes on those Vipers are really weird. Anyway, stage 4. The music is so good in this part. I kind of don't want to say anything, but gotta explain this Plexel fight. This fight's kind of weird actually. Like, we've come up with so many strategies for this guy, but there's nothing that will get him down at a consistent time. Most of the time it goes fine, but other times, like, he just won't cooperate. Oh yeah, I forgot there might be some delay. I'll try to explain things like a little beforehand then. I'm Superman right now, by the way. Shoutouts to TMR for this. TMR is short for the Mexican Runner. When he started playing this game, like, he was just crushing it for a while. I mean, like, you know, just some months, and his PB is a 32-38. Still to this day is, you know, that guy has some crazy skill. Now I'm gonna get over here. So, mode 7. I want to avoid killing it, like, any enemies at all here. I want to just stick to the script, because if I don't stick to the script and things go wrong, not only am I going to lose time just from things going wrong, but there's going to be so much lag in this section, and skeletons are going to start spawning all over the place and things really get ugly. Now a really interesting glitch found some years ago by Tassers. This is going to be a zip. I'm going to stand and look for a few frames to jump. Uh-oh. Yeah, didn't. I set it up wrong in the first place, so I didn't think I was gonna get it. But, oh, that sucks, actually. I actually won't even bother explaining that, because I didn't do it, so there's really no point. I don't know what I was doing there. But yeah, you're supposed to like zip through with some bit of complicated tech, and then it'll save you like about 10 seconds rather than doing this auto scroller normally, like I'm doing right now. So if like you're doing a marathon run and like you die to zip or something here, like you notice I have no cross and you probably assume I'm screwed. But luckily at the beginning of stage 5 there's another cross, so I can get the show on the road again. I've actually done this fight a lot whip only, so still might be able to put on a little show here. Alright, let's see. Can I get the early ring? Or not the early ring, the early work. I got it. Nice. Alright, all is okay again. Also, shoutouts to my boy Andy, who's chilling on the stream here, on the side. Oh god. Alright, so see a bunch of harpies here. They're not in set positions or anything. They are rather random. They can just really screw your whole day. They tend to do it a lot more when you're on good runs as well. So if you plan to speedrun this game and like, you know, you have a good run at this point, just kind of expect to get fucked. What is that, dude? Alright, this is cool. If I can do it right. Jump, jump, right off the back. There's also another really interesting mechanic to this game. I can just explain it right now real quick. Now, you notice when I jump up, or jump off of something pretty high, there's a crouching animation. That crouch animation lasts 10 frames long, and there is technically a way to avoid it. Like, you could jump perfectly 10 times and completely avoid it. But it's not really likely, so, I mean, but it doesn't hurt. Like, you don't lose time. You only lose time from it, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, that was probably gonna hit me, because the first axe. Okay. I'm just gonna go for this, I'm gonna be quiet. But I feel like trying it. Yo, nice, dude. That is a one-cycle chandelier right there. The trick sucks. That is a terrible place. The chandelier is a nightmare. Especially when you get that one-cycle chandelier on a good run, like, your heart is pretty much beating out of your chest. I actually died to that in the AGDQ race. Because I just wanted to go for it, because the bat trolled me in the zip as well. I was just kind of like, why not try it? But each chandelier cycle will save you about 4.5 seconds. Two cycle is still pretty difficult. 3 cycles, you know, the safe strats. And if I ever see a 3 cycle from anybody, I do not blame them. whatsoever. So a bunch of skeletons in this room. However, if I place some specifically timed crosses, it'll just go through everything. This room is almost similar, however, there's a bit more randomness to the enemies. Though I still have patterns for when I throw my crosses. And then the coffins here, this is really, technical to do. It's kind of hard to explain when there's a lot to it and it just kind of flashes by like that. That's not an easy strat. There's an even harder strat that Paul does. Oh. Go away! Holy shit, dude. This game. This is probably what I get for not playing it all the time anymore. The game is just ripping me a new one in front of 1,500 people. Now stage 7. Right at the start here, there's some different RNGs you can get, which will determine the rest of your actions for the stage. It's not good. That's good. Alright, we're good. This is actually the best RNG, and that'll save me a second if I remember correctly. Maybe a little more than a second. Because I can skip this meat right here, that ledge I fell on the candle, there's meat located. Pretty much if you're below, 5 health like I am right now. Well, not below, but I'm at 5. You have to grab it. Oops. I was actually thinking about taking that safe, because I died there twice when I was practicing it. But yeah, for that jump there's a small window. I'm gonna try it again. There we go. Whoops. Mike is like 14 ahead. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind. Backup strats. Yeah, the rest of the stage, I'm honestly kind of improvising a bit. Well, not that much, like, the damage boosts are still, pretty scripted, but like, for something like this, you usually throw across. And for this last room here, you can get through it pretty quickly just by taking some boosts. They are pretty specific though. And I might die to this fight because I don't have the cross. Come back over here. Alright, so I'm staying like all the way over here because like that's the best chance that he'll throw that axe. And I just died. That was also my last life. So we're back here again. which is cool. Maybe I could show like how you're actually supposed to do this stage. There is a cross like right in the beginning too, so I'm just gonna grab that. Build up my crosses a bit as well. Just take a few seconds here. Should be a double cross now. Nice. Yeah, if you guys ever have donations to read and stuff, you can always cut me off. I don't care. I'll take the safe again, just in case. I'm pretty sure at this point it's better to just do stuff safe than die again. Alright, so yeah, I can do the rest of this like how you would in a good speedrun. I whip that guy, that delays his animation a bit, so I can just walk right through. And then throw this, whip up there. That's a really important strat, because that dog causes a bunch of lag. Let's see if the last room goes right. There we go. Alright, now this fight's gonna be easy because I have crosses and plenty of health. So if you're on the last pixel here on the edge, most of the time he'll just throw the axe like that. I have no idea why, but it's pretty much just my safe strat, but it also ends up being fast as well. So turn my TV down a little bit too, because most of my audio cues are already done. So hopefully that's better. I saw someone saying something about that. And right at the start of stage here, you saw me jump up on that spike. There's you can also walk down on it, which you know, just those two different scenarios will give you two completely different routes to take for this stage. And both of them actually end up being exactly the same until the end, where you could do a lagless strategy and save a second. Am I dead? Nah, I can make it. I just did a 1-frame jump. Wasn't gonna make that. Yeah, I mean, that's not even something I should do in marathon runs, but it's just a fun trick to do as well, so I'm also going to grab that so I don't do the rest of the stage with 1 health. That's not it's not very good, not really ideal. I also didn't mention this stage is called the Tortured Dungeon, and it's rather self-explanatory. This is also the real first instance of a stair jump in the game. If you jump in between stairs, first of all, you go faster. Second of all, like in that situation, I was able to bypass the spike crushers. Without stopping my walk. If you took those stairs like you would casually, or even if you did that strategy and it was pretty slow, you won't be able to walk right under them. And you'll have to wait. Let's see. That bridge that was on right there is called the Vegas Bridge, infamously named by the Mexican runner. It's just a real asshole. I could tell you, like, how it works, I guess, while I'm dying. So, that bridge, you saw it seemed very random, like all the platforms disappearing and stuff, and it actually is for the most part. However, when they spawn, there is a value between 120 and 240. 120 at the lowest, meaning that it will spawn for 2 seconds and it'll start to fade away. The value 240 being 2 seconds. And you know, when they start to spawn and stuff is completely random. And also, I guess the value each of the platforms are assigned to between 120 and 240 is completely random. I'm also sure you guys can tell, like, I'm playing not well, but I'm also, like, really enjoying trying to explain everything I'm doing and, like, just trying to talk about the game. So stage 9 here, you're gonna see lots of gold, lots of treasure. It's a funny little thing, if you jump on a treasure chest 255 times, it'll spawn a full health. Like one of those there. If you jump on that 255 times, it'll do that. This stage has gone through some pretty big developments since I started running. Just this, doing a whip here and then a cross is 10 frames faster than doing a cross and then whip. And then this strat right here, I give pretty much all the credit to Furious Paul for the strategy here, and then I tweaked it to make like a part like 10 frames faster or something. All that was like all specific. If I didn't throw those crosses at the right times, if my movement wasn't exactly the way it was, things would go very wrong. And that's one of the screens that it doesn't really look that deadly, but when things don't go the way they're supposed to, a skeleton usually pops up and damage boosts you right into a pit. There's also a spike jump you could do here, which would save some good time, but however, it's a 1 pixel window, and my name is not Furious Paul and I'm not a nut who actually goes for that and runs. I'm gonna try a nice little ring glitch here. Got it nice. That looked nice and good. And these guys are nicknamed Dick Bones because they're fucking dicks. With the way their patterns are, sometimes they could just jump out right at you, and sometimes they could just boost you right into the pits, and that's instant death. There's also supposed to be a bone dragon right here, but I despawned him, so. Now we're gonna come up on the bat fight here. You have to hit him 22 times for him to break into his second phase, and then if I can do it right. I should be at the other side, so this isn't going to be as quick. I'm still fine though. Yeah, spike jump is really crazy. You do a 1 pixel trick for a second and a half or you die. There's no other alternative, of course, besides doing a safer strategy. Also, contrary to this whole run so far, I'm actually going to be silent for the stage because a lot of people love the Bloody Tears theme, so go ahead and enjoy it. I shouldn't hum because my mic is like 16 seconds ahead. I will explain this boss fight here. There is a possibility of a one cycle if he spawns in the bottom left or the top right corner. This will save you about 10 seconds. And that's the absolute worst spawn. If he gives me bandages, that sucks. Alright. So second worst spawn he can give you. The absolute worst one would be that same position, however he would throw bandages, and just because of the way the bandages move and him being in that position, it's like, it's really scary. Because it's really easy for the bandages to hit you and to get knocked right into this pit down here. My mic seems to be like a lot more sensitive and mumble than anywhere else. I've messed with my settings like a whole lot, but this is like the absolute best I could get. Oops. So what I was trying to do there on the bridge is you see a bunch of lag going on. However, if you whip these bats at very specific times, you can save some pretty good time. I'm just not going to bother. There's also a boost you could do there, but I already took damage, so it'd be kind of dumb to do it. And you guys might see this as block B2, but everyone who knows this game sees this as stairs boss. Because just in general, like, one of people's biggest troubles with this game is the stair mechanics, and having crumbling stairs with those mechanics isn't it doesn't really make people happy. So let's see how all this goes. Alright, now coming up here we got the final 4 bosses of the game. The first one is just an absolute asshole. I hate him, everybody hates him, nobody likes this guy. But I'm just gonna try to get him over with. There's a very, very good chance he'll just straight up kill me, but I'll just take whatever I can get. I do some intentional boosts there to just pretty much give myself invincibility when I throw the crosses close. Yeah, see? Look at that. I tried. At least I warned you guys. That happens a lot more often than I'd like. Which, you know, I would like to not die at all to this guy, but this is like really truly one of those bosses that you you really need to just pray that he cooperates. Like, you have strategies, you know where to throw the crosses, you know all the positions and everything. You just gotta hope that he cooperates with you. And if he doesn't, he just doesn't, and you have to work with it. This is it's a really big point in the game when you get to this point, when you're on a run. And unfortunately, you're not going to see the optimal strategies to do here because I don't have the cross. However, I've done these bosses too many times without the cross, so... Alrighty. Yeah, if you have crosses there, you can, like... He just goes down so easily. That's Gaibon, and that's pretty much the easiest boss of the Final Four. It's pretty scripted. If you do things correctly, there isn't randomness to him, and you take him down quick. This is the death fight. He throws these Siths at you, and they hurt. However, with crosses, even without crosses, there's specific strategies you can do to avoid all of them, and you can, you don't trap him in the corner, but you're able to start throwing crosses at him when he's up in this corner over here. And then, when you do it at a specific time... He keeps giving me this pattern, what a dick, dude. Don't kill me, thank you.
Have time for a quick donation?
You got it.
Alright, I got $1.01 and Crash 6351. Guess I'll chip in what I can, put this towards Ox's maid cam. No one should miss that for the world. I agree. $20 from D-Money. He says, Bia! Thank you guys. D-Money, if you want to put that towards something, let me know. Speaking of which, coming up we got the Superb Joe Streamers incentive. And if you want to see Arcbliss slay that, I believe we're still 1998 away. Now take it home, Joe.
Alright, so we got the final boss fight here. This is Dracula. Ideally, you want to take him down in 6 cycles, and the way to do this is to throw crosses at a higher level and pretty much just spam those. And spam him with some whips as well. After a certain amount of damage, he'll start doing some other phases. And also, really, the only way we can manipulate what he's doing is every 4th cycle, he'll spawn right on top of you. And that's it. The rest of it is luck. Ooh. We in there? So yeah, I mean, like, let's be realistic here. That was an absolutely awful run. But I can really care less. I had a blast doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary, and that's time.
Nice. Yeah, thanks for running, man. I enjoyed it a whole lot.
Hell yeah, dude. And I'm also, I'm doing Aladdin 2 on the last day. Disney's Aladdin for the Super Nintendo, the superior Aladdin game.
Nice, yeah, definitely don't miss that. That's a great run. It's just as technical.
And Patty can't make that, can he?
I don't think so. That's what I hear.
That sucks, dude.
I don't know.
Why, Patty? You're the fucking man, dude. That would be...
So you got a 41-34. But we all had fun, right? So
exactly, dude. I really don't mind, honestly. That was I've also, like, I don't I haven't really been playing this game anymore. This is actually like the third run I've done in maybe 2 months or so. But I mean, I did practice with it and stuff, but I really enjoyed doing the run regardless of how it was, and I enjoyed commentating and, you know, for once not trying to focus on playing really good all the time. And, you know, if I'm sure out of the nearly 2,000 of you, there's a good amount that have watched the Castlevania 4 streams a lot, and you guys have seen, you know, early game reset after early game reset. And I'm sure a lot of other runners can relate to that too. Just like, you know, you gotta remember to have fun with your game. That's why you're speedrunning in the first place. That's why...
Exactly.
That's why people go and find all these improvements, and that's how communities build, and that's how we optimize all these games and all these strategies and stuff. It's all about fun in the first place.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for running, Joe.
Hell yeah, dude. I enjoyed it.
We'll see you at Aladdin.
Hell yeah. I'm also, I'm gonna give a quick plug myself to the Link to the Past race that's gonna happen with Blunt Bunny and Nicholas Like Sleep.
Oh,
that's gonna be an awesome race. Those two guys are like straight up OGs, so...
Alright.
If you want to watch an awesome race, that's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. We're going to get right into this gimmick race here.
Nice, dude.
So, thanks for running, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me. I'll hop out of here.
Alright, man. Take it easy.
Later.